The last 12 months have been challenging for so many in our great nation and around the world. But thanks to our committed team members, and of course you, our faithful friends and clients, Ambassador was blessed with one of its best years ever. The energy from our new home office employees and expanding staff in our Binghamton, New York office, and our continual build out of offices in Florida have been amazing. Perhaps the most exciting highlight from the past year was the launch of our intern partnership with Messiah University, where school's finance and business majors were able to work on research analysis and other impactful projects that our team put to direct use for our clients. Several other Christian colleges have expressed interest in a similar model, and we feel confident that these partnerships will yield a bumper crop of exceptional team members that will be mentored by many of our young and talented new leaders.
Throughout the year, we've focused on adding talent to our team and developing future leaders. In addition to the many interns we hosted this summer, we added 16 new employees to the team. We've been intentionally focused on enhancing a one-of-a-kind culture, and as we highlighted in our most recent newsletter, we enjoyed some quality time with teammates, doing everything from trying our hands at the pottery wheel to racing each other up climbing walls and on ropes courses at Refreshing Mountain Retreat Center. Of course, in addition to internal culture, we know that staying ahead of the curve in the realm of continuing education is essential to sustain success. This year, several team members earned the Certified Kingdom Advisor designation, a credentialing program that really brings the intricacies of our planning process in line with fundamental stewardship principles that we feel are imperative to share with those we help. We also had 2 team members pass the rigorous Certified Financial Planner exam. There is no doubt that our team is setting the bar high and pushing each other to be our best for all those we serve.
Over the years, you've probably heard us say that none of us really own anything. Everything is God's. We're called to be faithful stewards of what we have, and it's all to be used for His glory, not ours. The same, of course, goes for the programs, strategies, and advisor opportunities that Ambassador has developed over the years. Word is spreading about how we do business, and the last 12 months brought a significant uptick in outside advisors contacting Ambassador about how we can help bring these same stewardship principles to their advisory practice. God is absolutely at work here, and we're honored to be part of that influence growing.
Ambassador wasn't the only company that did well in 2021. Although the market recovery from the 2020 downturn was the fastest in history, many did not feel this momentum could last. This year has been proven to be lucrative for many of the sectors we've been following. Early in the year, small companies did very well, as many investors poured money into those undervalued, more risky investments out of fear that they'd miss the boat. When we entered into the summer, the excitement was transferred to larger companies. People jumped on the opportunity to travel and make large purchases again, and credit card companies and banks were more than happy to assist. Technology companies thrived, especially those with ad models, as businesses wanted to take advantage of cash-heavy consumers. Being cash-heavy as an economy comes at a price. From the grocery store to the used car lot, prices are up a lot. For months, the Federal Reserve tempered concerns about higher inflation, saying it would be transitory. But in October, the Consumer Price Index jumped 6.2% from a year prior, the most since December 1990. The bond market took notice, taking the 10-year Treasury from 1.3 up to 1.7%, which means the cost to borrow is starting to creep up. The equity market at first took this as a negative, pushing the entire Q3 performance to near zero. However, after earnings season began and companies showed their resolve to be nimble, the bull market has returned.
How you manage your affairs, both investments and your planning, can help protect you from inflation. Since the beginning of market investing, there's been no better hedge against inflation than owning stocks. Since the beginning of the tax code, there's been no better hedge against inflation than reducing what goes to Uncle Sam. You can't escape inflation, but you can manage its impact. Managing the impact of inflation, what really amounts to a tax on everyone, must be a priority in the coming months and years. Managing the impact of tax increases, whenever and however they come to be, requires even more constant vigilance. So how are we going to fund the administration's Build Back Better Act? From a new top ordinary income tax rate to the death of the backdoor Roth and several small business exemptions, rumor has it that we may be entering some of the most highly taxed years in history. Well, you know what they say about rumors. And I think we've all come to realize that the more things change, the more they stay the same. Even the most progressive proposals avoid the 50, 70, and 92% top brackets that taxpayers endured for most of the 20th century. It turns out that very few people like paying taxes, and it appears that most lawmakers are interested in retaining their seats when the next election comes around.
Lawmakers also understand the need for charity and ministry in society. Throughout the pandemic, many tax benefits were extended to those who gave abundantly, and partially as a result, we saw giving to charity go up over 5% last year. Our work with nonprofit organizations continues to increase in scale and scope, and our educational approach is showing more supporters how planning today can not only benefit their family and heirs, but also leave a greater legacy that helps ensure a bright and sustainable future for their favored ministries. We are called to give sacrificially, and there may not be a better time to put that practice into place than the coming year.
If you're looking to institute a strategic giving plan to bolster the future of ministries you cherish, we can help you combine the tax and legacy impact of your giving through strategies like charitable clumping that will get you over the standard deduction threshold so you can fully itemize your gifts. During years of plenty in the stock market, like we've just experienced, instead of writing a check to your favorite charity, consider donating a portion of your highly appreciated positions. This strategy not only eliminates capital gains in the stock sale, but it also produces a tax deduction for you. These impactful tax benefits also apply to gifts from your IRA through qualified charitable distributions. Giving pre-tax savings will not only keep your overall tax lower, but by giving these funds directly to charity, you will keep the income from ever hitting your tax return, which will protect Social Security and Medicare from adverse effects.
Our mission-focused decisions on the planning front go hand in glove with how we manage those investments we help steward. Looking ahead into 2022, I can promise you one thing: it's not going to be a boring year. Thanks to the Fed's intent to take the training wheels off the markets, supply chains are innovating. Prices may still be elevated, but low-income earners have seen strong increases in their paychecks, even while additional unemployment benefits end and student loan payments resume. In the year ahead, we anticipate diversification into short-term treasury bonds, dividend stocks, commodities, and other assets that can benefit in a high-inflation environment. We'll also focus on companies that we all count on, like producers of electricity and raw materials. For all of these, we look for investments that align with our shared values under our unique BRI, or Biblically Responsible Investing Framework. Then we execute our fever process, assessing companies for their financial health, earnings, valuation, relative strength, and overall risk. Behind the scenes, our knowledgeable team's active management should provide not only responsiveness to market changes, but also the ability to identify and invest in best-in-class opportunities as they arise.
Operationally, 2022 will be a year of innovation and implementing new technologies to help us effectively serve you as we grow. We are focused on efficient and scalable processes, an integrated technology platform, and a centralized back-office team approach. These innovations will poise us to welcome those outside advisors that are looking to Ambassador to help them develop a more impactful practice. With 16 new team members and more to come, we are committed to building a team that will maintain that personal touch and accessibility that clients deserve, no matter how big the Ambassador brand grows. We are here to serve our current clients first and foremost.
As we grow with you, our valued clients and friends, our commitment to helping faithful stewards do more remains the core of who we are. We are here to help all of you pursue your goals with vigor and to navigate the changes and challenges that lie ahead. We hope that the coming year brings each of you immeasurable peace and prosperity. But if the coming months bring trial and tribulation, we pray that you are blessed with courage and endurance, knowing that the one we celebrate this season has already overcome the world for us. We thank you again for your continued prayers and support as we strive for earthly excellence and to one day hear, "Well done, good and faithful servant."